Today's program is brought to us by John Navy, and as you can see, it's a very appropriate subject. Those who leave early are fit, I would think. John Navy is the founding partner of the law firm Navy Webb PLLC. He focuses his practice on civil litigation, representing businesses and individuals in a range of commercial, employment, and real estate disputes. He's a graduate of the University of Minnesota Law School, where he has been adjunct professor as well for the past 5 years. John is married to Dana, who is our speaker today, and they have 2 daughters. John and his family have lived in Edina for almost 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, John Navy.
Well, I know the speaker very well. True story, I am in college. It's 1992. I'm sitting down, about to go into English class. I have my book in my lap, and I look across the hall, and there's another guy that looks like me, and there's this girl kind of dancing around him saying, "Come on, let's skip class." And the first thought that went through my head when I saw that girl dancing around was, she is so out of my league. The next day, I walk into the restaurant that I was a waiter at, and she is standing there at the podium as a hostess. So I walk in, I walk right up to the podium, I put my hand down on the podium and point to the section I'm in, and I walk away. Because I knew if I opened my mouth, I'd say, "You're a girl from college." I regained my composure and eventually talked to her, and the rest is history. And Dana lives and breathes health and fitness. She practices what she preaches, and she has inspired numerous people. She inspired me after years and years of health and fitness. She inspired me to get on a program, and I've lost 25 pounds, 15 more to go, and I'll be at my ideal weight. So she'll listen up. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me here. I am very excited to be here and share with you what I have learned in my journey in health and fitness. First, sorry, let me get situated here. Okay, first let me introduce myself, tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a New Orleans girl who's lived in Edina since 1994. I am married to a Swede who moved me here. I am mom of 2 amazing daughters. Haley, she's a senior, 17 years old at Edina High School. She plays basketball for the girls' high school team. Jordan is 13. She's an 8th grader at Valley View Middle School, and she plays for the Edina girls' traveling team. I'm also a black belt in Taekwondo, and I tell you that because it was such a rewarding experience for me. I was able to do this with my daughter, Haley. We trained for 3 years together, and my dad is a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo, so I grew up with it, so it was very cool to have him and my family fly in and watch us test together. And anytime you can include your kids in fitness and spend time with them that way, it's a good thing. I am also a fitness coach for Team Beachbody. Beachbody is the creators of P90X and Insanity, Turbo Fire, programs you've probably seen in infomercials. I think some of you have completed some of these programs yourself. That is me and Haley, my oldest, with Sean T. He's the trainer for Insanity. Haley and I are both Insanity junkies. We both completed the program several times and moved on to the Asylum program, and it was very cool to get to do a live workout with Sean T. here in Minneapolis. I help people choose programs that they will love and look forward to doing every day. I coach them through it. I keep them on task. It's very easy to purchase a program and then leave it by the wayside and not complete it. I help them with their nutritional needs and just motivate them and support them to reach their goals. Why is fitness a priority for me? Well, it wasn't always a priority for me. I always loved it and I always worked out, but I didn't really understand the importance of what I was doing. My workouts in high school and college included going to the gym for 20 minutes on the Stairmaster and then heading off for a burger and french fries with my friends. So I liked to be active, but I didn't really understand the importance of why. Then I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 1999, and I probably suffered for about a year with it. Very debilitating. It's a chronic disorder characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain, fatigue, and tenderness in localized areas. So it's kind of like having the flu all day long, every day of your life. Everything hurts. Your muscles are very sore, and there's tender spots on your body. So after finally being diagnosed with it, after about a year, my doctor put me on some medications. And with those medications, it was great. They helped me sleep, and that's kind of what you need when you're suffering with fibromyalgia. But they also, I didn't like being dependent on them, and if I took it too late at night, then the next morning I would be groggy, and I just didn't like being on the medications. But then the complications occurred with heart palpitations. All of a sudden I was getting my heart was racing, and then it was slowing down, and it felt like it was skipping. So I went to the doctor, and my doctor said that it was basically poisoning my heart. I don't know if it was really poisoning my heart, but that's the term he used, and took me off of the medications. And at that point, I decided that I just was on a medication to get rid of an annoying condition, and that caused me another annoying condition. Neither life-threatening, but not something that you want to live with. So I decided that I'm going to figure out a way to not be on medication and do it naturally. So I took my health into my own hands and decided to control my symptoms with nutrition and exercise. I scoured the internet, read everything I could read. I wasn't a professional. I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew that I wanted to control my symptoms on my own without medication. So the exercise part was really hard, because when you don't feel good, you don't want to exercise. You know, can you imagine getting off of the sofa with the flu to do a workout? You don't want to, but I was learning that this is what I had to do if I wanted to feel good. So I did that. I took 4 things out of my diet through research of what I should take out of my diet, and I'll talk about those things later. But those 2 things, after several weeks, I started to feel really good. After months, my symptoms were completely gone. So why am I passionate about sharing it and getting the message out to people? Because I know through my own experience that exercise and nutrition is life-changing. I know what it does. I've experienced it. And so now I want to tell everybody else, you can too. I know that anybody can have the body they want. You are not confined to a certain shape. We all deposit our fat differently, but anybody can have the body they want if they work for it. They can have more energy to do the things they love, and they can lead a long and healthy life. I read that 65 to 75% of chronic disease is caused by lifestyle. So people are experiencing these things because of the way they're living, and they can change it. And I want to inspire people to do that. I believe that fitness is a pathway to a fit life. The things you experience through being fit just flows over into every other aspect of your life. Just even from a workout, the determination and perseverance that I've had to get through some of these extreme workouts has given me a willpower that I didn't know I had to get through other things in my life. So I love to give people the information that they need, give them hope, and give them motivation and support that they need to go out and get it, because it's theirs for the grabbing. Fitness for me is no longer a destination, it's a way of life. It's every day, and I'm hoping it's going to be for you too. So why exercise? It is not about being skinny. It's about being fit, healthy, and strong. Normal weight obesity is a condition. It's sometimes referred to as skinny fat. People who maintain their weight through diet only rather than combined exercise are likely to have major deposits of internal fat. That means just because you're thin does not mean you are fit. If they are depositing fat on their organs, which means they think they're healthy and they're they're not prepared for the fact that they could be getting heart disease, diabetes, things like that. So they're not even prepared for it. Scientific research has overwhelmingly proven the numerous benefits of exercise to our health. And I'm going to go through a few of those. Bear with me. I'm going to try to go through them quickly, but these are real scientific research facts that I want you to know that will affect your health. Longevity. People who are physically active live longer. Being out of shape as we age is a choice. It's not a mandate. It's not final. That doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. This woman, Ernestine Shepard, she's 75 years old. At the age of 56, after being unhealthy and fit her entire life, she was a well-padded secretary looking in the mirror in a swimsuit thinking, I need to change this. And she did. She's 75 years old. She's a personal trainer. And she inspires everybody. New brain cell development, improved cognition and memory, improved sexual function and better sex life. Researchers revealed that men who exercise regularly are less likely to have erectile dysfunction and impotence than are men who don't exercise. So now I have convinced some of you, and you can tune out. The others, stick with me. Cardiovascular health, cholesterol lowering effect, prevention and control of diabetes, lowering your blood pressure, reduced risk of stroke, weight control, an obvious one, muscle strength, and bone strength. I think this one is important for everybody. Regular weight-bearing exercise promotes bone formation, delays bone loss, and may protect against osteoporosis. So everybody at every age should be doing strength training. And it doesn't necessarily have to be with weights. It could be with your own body weight. Better night's sleep. If you have trouble sleeping, daily exercise can absolutely make a difference. I can tell you that from my own experience. So I hope I've convinced all of you that it's important to get fit, and now I'm going to share with you, where do you start? Decide your why. Why do you want to get fit? What is your why, your personal why? Is it to look great in a swimsuit? Is it to have more energy to be with your grandkids or with your kids? What is your why? My people who come to me, my customers and clients, the first thing I always ask them to do is send me written in an email your why. I want to know why you're doing this. Because then when I put them on a program, and later as I'm coaching them through it, if they're falling short, if they're giving me excuses, or if they decide there's something they can't do, I go back to their why and ask them, did your why change? Change your mindset so you can change your habits. You have to understand what nutrition and exercise is actually doing for your body in order to change your habits. When I go out now and I'm at a party and I don't want to eat chocolate cake or I don't want the creamy dip and chips, it's not because I'm trying to to lose weight, which people will always do. They'll say, oh, you can afford to have that. I don't want to have that. And it's not because I'm trying to be skinny. It's because I'm trying to be healthy. So now, I mean, you have to have a little fun and have your indulgences every now and then, but it's not an everyday thing for me. Set your goal. What is your goal? What is your specific goal? Not just, I want to get fit. I want to lose 15 pounds by March. Write it down. Stick to it. Look at that. Writing down your goals is a huge part of success in anything. Create your plan and commit to it. You have to figure out what's it going to take to get to where you want to go. And then you have to decide to commit to it. Once you've got your plan, you got to stick with it. What do you need to get that plan? Is it a personal trainer? Is it a fitness coach? Is it going online and looking for exercises that are going to get you to where you want to go? Whatever it is that you're going to stick to, do it. Schedule your workouts on your calendar as an appointment that cannot be missed, like you would schedule a doctor's appointment, a dentist appointment. What is the time on your calendar that it's going to fit you best, that there's not going to be distractions or excuses that come up? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I work at home. My kids are in school all day. I can exercise any time that I want. But I found that if I exercise in the later morning, I'm not as productive. I don't get as much done. When my kids come home from school, that's their time. They're my priority, so I'm not going to exercise then. The only time for me to really exercise is 5:30 a.m. I'm not a morning person. I don't like to get up early in the morning, but it's a priority for me, and that's the best time that works. So I get up and I do it then. Lose the excuses. You don't have time. Everybody is busy. If it's important to you, you'll make time. If it's not, you'll make an excuse. Can't afford it. There are so many options out there. You don't need a $75 an hour personal trainer. You don't need expensive gym memberships. There are many options out there. There are home programs. There are free online workouts. You get bored, find a workout that you love. There's so many different things, and you might not have tried them all. Find something you love. Now, I did just talk to someone who said he exercises every day and he hates it. He doesn't like to exercise, but he does it because he wants to be able to ski and he wants to be able to do things. So that's his why. Another one, I have bad knees. I have a bad back. I have a bad hip. I get those, but sedentary is usually not the answer. Go to your doctor, ask them what you can do. I tore the cartilage on my hip joint in 2005, had surgery on it in February 2005. I was a red belt, going to be testing in August for my black belt. I was absolutely not going to miss that test. I had trained for 3 years with my daughter. That was a very important day for me. I wasn't going to miss it. I did all of the physical therapy I needed to do. 6 months later, I was testing for my black belt. Where there's a will, there's a way. My doctor said I could do it, and I did. Excuses do two things. They help you stay in your comfort zone, and they prevent you from living the life that you really want. Staying motivated. It's really important to stay motivated. Create a dream board. That's for your life. Create a dream board for your life. What are your dreams? Where do you want to go? And then the things that you do, are they getting you there? Have a visual reminder of it, whatever that looks like to you. If it's a frilly, cute little thing above your desk for us women, fine. Guys, if you want to do it in a journal, fine, whatever it takes, but write it down, visual reminders. Take before pictures for anything, measurements, weight, all of that, because when you start a workout program, you might not see results right away, but they are there. Some people weigh themselves. Well, you can gain weight when you start a new workout program. So the most important thing is measuring. I have people who lose inches, but they gain a few pounds in the first couple weeks. So it's always important to know where you came from so you can see how far, to visualize where you came from, have a visual reminder so you can see where you're going and how far you've come. Whether you tell yourself you can or you can't, either way, you are right. Your mind is a powerful thing. It's going to be the thing that's going to stop you and make you quit, or it's going to be the thing that keeps you going. And remember that it's a journey, and you only fail when you give up. You're learning along the way. There's highs and lows, valleys. My favorite quote from Zig Ziglar, people often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Really? Stay motivated daily. Tools for success. There are 3 things that you need to succeed in your fitness, in your health journey. It's fitness, nutrition, and support. Exercise. You should exercise 6 times a week. It's not a destination, it's a way of life. You brush your teeth every day. You don't decide to take 3 days off because you know the value of brushing your teeth. And once you understand the value of exercise, you'll want to do that too. And it doesn't mean it has to be a crazy extreme workout. It's something every day. Make it non-negotiable. Once you decide this is what I do, you'll do it. You have to include strength training, cardio, and stretching. All 3 of those are very important components to total fitness. Find your soulmate workout, the workout that's going to get you excited about working out. And you might not know what that is. You might think you don't like to work out, but I'll tell you this. I can't stand choreography. Choreographed fitness classes drive me crazy. But one of our top-selling programs is Turbo Fire. It's a choreographed punching, kicking, plyometric workout. So if I'm going to be able to tell my customers what this is about, I decided I needed to do the program. I bought it the first day I did it. I was like, I can't believe I have to do this for 3 months, and just didn't like it at all. 2 weeks into it, I couldn't wait to do that workout. Finally, I went and became certified to teach it in gyms because it's my favorite workout. And I really would have never known that if I wouldn't have stuck with it. I would have done it one day and decided this isn't my thing. So give different things a try. Do you like to go to the gym or do you like to work out at home? Decide that. You might say, oh, I like to work out at home, but then find every excuse why you can't get it done. Or I like to work out at the gym because I like the motivation of the people around me, but then you can never find time to get there, or the fitness classes aren't at the right times. Then make adjustments, not excuses. Nutrition. Nutrition is 80% of your results. Exercise is 20%. Does everybody get that? Nutrition is 80% of your results. You cannot out-exercise a bad diet. Great abs, they're made in the kitchen, not in the gym. They might be underneath there, but you can sabotage your results from what you're doing in the kitchen. Keep a food journal of everything you eat and the calories consumed. That is going to help you get to your goal. You need to know what your goal is, if it's losing weight, and you need to know if 3,500 calories equals 1 pound. If your goal is losing weight, you want a calorie deficit. 500 calories a day will get you a pound a week. So knowing where you're going, and also if you have a 200-calorie piece of chocolate versus 2 eggs, some feta cheese, and a cup of fruit for the same amount of calories, you're going to be full for the same amount of calories. So I found it difficult, actually, when I was on my 1,900-calorie diet, getting my results, and I found it difficult to get to 1,900 calories with what I was eating, and I was full all day long. So you might have to make some adjustments. Give your pantry a complete makeover. If you need to throw things away that aren't healthy, do it. These are the 4 things that everybody should eliminate from their diet, and these are the 4 things that I initially eliminated to deal with my fibromyalgia symptoms. Refined or white flour, refined or white sugar, hydrogenated oils, and chemically laden foods. Read the labels on everything. All natural does not mean it's good for you. Arsenic is all natural. Okay, a good example of that is peanut butter. Jif all natural peanut butter. My peanut butter contains peanuts and sea salt. Jif all natural peanut butter contains peanuts, sugar, palm oil, contains 2% or less of salt and molasses. My peanut butter is better. Never replace a higher calorie, all natural food for a lower calorie one that's made of chemicals. You have no idea the effect of some of these chemicals on your body that are actually causing you to gain weight. Go for the pat of all natural butter rather than the margarine. Go for honey rather than NutraSweet. Knowing your daily caloric needs for your goals. So that involves, you need your height, your weight, and, sorry. So, your height, your age, your height, your weight, and your activity level. And that's all going to depend on what your caloric needs are. So that's really important to know. You should have 5 meals a day. Don't skip. People want to lose weight, and they think, oh, I'm going to skip that. 5 small meals a day versus 3 large meals a day. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. Because if you go 3 to 4 hours without eating, your body actually goes into a starvation mode and starts burning muscle instead of fat. And that you do not want. As you start eliminating unhealthy foods and replacing it with healthy choices, your body will actually start to crave the healthier choices. I have a teenage group that I coach of 17 and 18-year-old girls, and they are all on, they're not trying to lose weight, they're trying to be healthy and fit. One of them actually had me come to her house and go through her pantry and tell her what was good and what wasn't. And they have been awesome. They work out every day, and they're journaling their food, and they actually have said that they don't want to eat the junk food anymore. One of them said they went out for pizza and felt sick. Like, they just... Third component is to get support. Find support, whatever it is, a best friend, a spouse, a coach, a personal trainer, whoever is going to actually keep you accountable and not let you slide on this, because you're going to make a goal and you're going to set it and you're going to stick to it. Statistics show that those who embark on a fitness journey with someone else have nearly double the success rate of someone who does not. Now, these are... First, let me tell you, my fitness challenge groups, I have several of them, and it's a Facebook group where we keep them accountable. So 5 to 7 people per group, and they're all on a program, and they're posting in there about what they're eating, and we're just keeping them accountable through their highs and lows. These are some of the quotes I'm going to share with you next from the people in my challenge groups. I think posting our food journals is a good idea. It gives me ideas so I don't get bored with the same stuff. Was feeling extra motivated today after weighing in, did hit 20, sculpt 20, and walked 4.6 miles. Darn you, Shannon, and your motivation. You're giving me so much motivation every time you post. It makes me go, OMG, I gotta work out. I think I had extra willpower today because of the accountability from y'all. That's my Southern group. I just started Turbo Fire last week, and I was able to put on a pair of jeans that I haven't been able to wear in a while. Love it. I've been completely devoted the last 6 weeks, and it's only because of y'all. I'm completely thrilled that I lost inches, but also feel bad because I could have lost more if I were more dedicated. Every time I wavered, Dana or someone would inspire me to do more. I feel great. My husband says I feel and look toner and better, and even my kids say I look better. A big thank you for this group. So the challenge groups have proven these are people that have struggled with losing weight and getting fit. And now they're seeing results because they have accountability, they have support. So I am hoping that I've given you enough information and enough motivation to get out there and get healthy for yourself in 2012 and for your family. And if you need help with that, I'm a free fitness coach. I'd love to help you. So contact me anytime. You can follow me on Facebook and like my page. I give motivation, support, fit tips, nutritional tips, recipes, randomness. You can also follow me on Twitter at Dana Nevy. And also, since I have so many resources here, I want to put this out there. If anybody has an idea for this, I want to start a free fit club offering one free workout every week somewhere in Edina. So if there's a space that you could think of that would allow me to offer it free to people, please talk to me about that.
Dana, I think this was a setup. They get me up here. I got to look at the schedule again and make sure that it wasn't really me that was supposed to thank the speaker. Eradicating polio is the #1 thing that Rotary does. And in 1985, Rotary launched Polio Plus, and since then, over 2 billion kids have been given the polio vaccine. 5 million children destined to be polio victims are walking today and enjoying a better life thanks to the global immunization. So in appreciation to your talk, and really I did listen the whole time, we're going to make a donation to Polio Plus in your honor.
Very
so
cool.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
very much. We
Great.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Dave. It wasn't a setup. John, thank you for bringing a wonderful speaker. She was the first speaker of this year. Dana, it was a very inspirational speech today. I learned a lot from you. Ellie, Bryn, Gary, good to see you. Wish you good luck this year. Today's final thought comes from Mahatma Gandhi, who said, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. guests and visiting Rotarians, thanks for visiting us today. Let's remember that we are in the business of reaching within to embrace humanity. We'll see you next week. Meeting is adjourned.